Hello, everybody, and welcome to the High Speed Racing Network, and welcome to the RTC iRacing series. I am your host, Hayes Booth, here joined once again by my broadcasting partner, Dylan Hervat. And Dylan, how's it going, man?
Oh, pretty good. I'm excited to see some pack racing here at Talladega tonight. I know that these guys are going to put on a pretty good show for us.
Yeah, definitely. So, we have just started qualifying. Already going to go ahead and get into it here. 2 laps that these drivers will have here tonight. So we're going to see what they do. See, some drivers we're going to see, some guys we're going to see not qualifying, trying to start the back and be safe early on, and then some guys we're going to see qualify, try to stay up at the front throughout the race. It's really just going to be a game of just what you want to do, basically. So we're going to be very interesting to see what happens here tonight. 70 laps here from the 2.5 mile super speedway. Alright, let's take a look here. Keelan Belsha here coming around to begin his first timed lap. And one of the guys I want to go ahead and mention here that we're going to want to keep an eye on throughout the race is this guy right here, Mr. Aiden Kirker. He's always one of the guys that we see up at the front at races like this. And something else I want to mention, you see that P out to the side of his name. This is the first race of the playoffs for the Truck Series. So 12 drivers, I believe, no, 14 actually, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but 14 drivers have made it into the playoffs, and that is why you see a P out to the side of their name. That way you'll know which one's a playoff driver and which one isn't. So Aiden Kirker, obviously one of the guys that made it into the playoffs, so he's going to be contending for a championship here this season.
Yeah, another guy to keep an eye on at these races too is one of our playoff drivers as well as Connor Trafari. Also always seems to find himself at the front of the pack at these super speedway races. He's definitely one to keep your eye on here as some of the drivers are starting to lay down some of their first laps. Most of them will have driven the high side here. So, we won't really have an idea who's going to send the pole, for at least another minute or two. As these drivers continue to come around this 2.5 mile Talladega Super Speedway and put their laps down and see where they can start in the field today.
Yeah, so John Gallagher so far top of the board. So we'll see if he can hold that spot. But we'll see if any of these drivers look like Connor Trafari has finished his lap in. Right as I say that, Cole Williams goes to the top of the board with a 56.1. So a good lap for Cole, and I believe that was his first lap, I think. Actually, it might have been his second lap. I'm not really sure. But
No, that would probably be his second lap. He's right on par with Keelan Belsa, who just finished his second lap with a 56.28. That put him P11 as of right now. So that would have been Cole Williams' fastest lap, and that right now sits him at the top of the board, along with John Gallagher, Connor Trafari, as I just mentioned, Jacob Elder, and Parker White so far. Aiden Kirker, one you guys just mentioned, sitting P10 right now, but keep in mind this is a super speedway race, and that this is one of those races where when you say it doesn't matter where you start, it really doesn't matter where you start.
Really
you could be involved in a wreck on lap 1, or you could, be there at the end and have started in the very rear of the field. So it all depends on, working methodically up to the field, and it's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, for sure. So now we see about a minute left here in qualifying. Let's take a look here. Jason Sanders is actually going a little slow here on the back straightaway. He might be finished with his times. Here we go. Aaron Tribble coming around to complete his second lap. So we'll see what kind of lap he can put down. He's using the little apron technique. Not sure if that's gonna work here at Talladega. It's good enough to put him up to P12 on the board. Out of how many guys have qualified so far? 28. So not too bad. Let's see if we can find somebody else here. Actually, no, I believe this is going to wrap up qualifying. And then we'll head into a 10-minute warm-up. So, yep, there we
Well,
go.
looks like Cole Williams is your pole winner.
Yes, sir. So, give me just 1 second here, guys. Okay. So, we're gonna take this time to talk about something. So, excuse me. Give me just 1 second to get this. Let me see here. All right. So, we want to take this time to talk about something that's going on. So, you may have noticed the race is called the Epilepsy Awareness 175, and this is, essentially, and you can see the link that was posted in the chat. It is a donation link to epilepsy awareness. So this race is basically revolved around raising money, and the story behind this is one of our good friends and drivers, Kyle Camper. His stepson Noah has been battling with this condition, and for those of you that don't know what epilepsy is, it is basically a disorder in which the nerve cell activity in the brain is disturbed, and it can cause seizures, which can be a very tough thing to deal with. It can be a big struggle. So that is why we are doing this. We are trying to raise awareness and hopefully get donations. So far, the league has raised around $500 for epilepsy awareness. So any of you that are watching, it would be much appreciated if you could click that link and donate. Doesn't matter how much, any type of donation, even a $1 donation would mean the world. That would go a long way in helping with epilepsy awareness. So definitely a special thing that everybody in the league has teamed up to try to do and try to raise awareness of. So just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. So thank you all again so much for tuning in, and hopefully this race can be a great show to represent everything here.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the night, that is the main goal here, is to raise the money for that. We do not take any money. It's all going towards the foundation, and
Right.
as a league admin of the RTC Truck Series and Cup Series, I'm very proud of the efforts that everybody in the league has made to come together and put up over $550 towards this foundation, and it's it's really special. I know that people like Kyle Camper really appreciate stuff like this, and his stepson being such a young age, I'm sure can be quite frustrating at times for that family, and we're always they're always in our thoughts here, but happy that Kyle is in the league and able to join us, and we're really excited to put this on and support this cause. I'm happy that we were able to broadcast this race. It's going to be exciting, but at the end of the day, it's ultimately for the foundation, and that's what we're all here for.
Right, absolutely. We're definitely proud to be a part of this, and to Kyle, to Noah, to their whole family, thoughts and prayers are with you guys right now. Y'all are definitely strong from what I've seen, being able to deal with this, and being able to fight against this condition. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys, and hoping that Kyle is able to put up a good performance here tonight. So, excuse me. So, one other thing I want to look at here, since it is the beginning of the chase, I want to take a look here at the chase standings here. So you can see Cole Williams, he is in the lead with 70 chase points. Aiden Kirker is in second with 40. Justin R. Smith in third with 34. Wes Weidman with 24. And Michael Canner rounds out the top 5 with 22. And in sixth is Connor Trafari. He and Daryl Arnold are tied with sixth, both with 19 points. Then just behind them is Timmy Reed, then Aaron Tribble. And Aaron and Tyler Kahn are actually tied as well, both with 16 points. And just behind them, we have Felipe Puente with 14, Keelan Belcher with 13, Anthony Gangitano with 12, and Mike Campeggio with 12 as well. So those are your chase points heading into the first chase race of the season. As we have about 5 minutes left here in warm-up, and then we will head to the 70-lap main event here tonight.
Yeah, and these chase drivers are definitely going to be something to keep an eye on here. I know that it's going to make it quite exciting to see if one of these chase drivers can go out and win it, or if it's going to be somebody else that isn't a chase driver and spoil the party. So we'll just have to see here. I'm sure that every driver in this field is capable of coming out here and pulling off a win. It's just figuring out who's going to be the lucky one to get it here at Talladega tonight.
Yeah, really luck has a plays a huge role in a race like this, but it also, a lot of people say that Talladega does not take any driving ability, but it really, while it may not take as much as a track like Bristol or a track like Pocono, it still does take driving ability, because you think if a big crash happens ahead of you, you got to be able to have the reaction time, you got to be able to have the instincts to be able to make it through that crash, and you got to be careful with holding your line. Holding a line is actually more difficult than it looks at a track like this when you're inches away from other cars that are all around you and trying to draft with you and take the air off of your truck. So a track like this definitely takes more skill than I feel like people give it credit for, but luck is as well as definitely a big part of it. You got to have luck on your side if you're gonna win one of these races, or even get a top 5 in one of these races. You got to have luck on your side. So we'll see who's the lucky one tonight, as we have about 3 minutes left. Right now, Timmy Reed, top of the board. And as I say that, Felipe Puente goes to the top of the board here in warm-up with a 52.6. I believe they are having a drivers meeting right now. They're kind of messing around here. Let me see. I think they might be in the drivers meeting. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to get anybody up here before the race starts, but if we get any cautions, we definitely will get some interviews in, and even after the race, we're going to interview the top 3 drivers, whoever that might be. So definitely going to be fun to get to talk to these guys, perhaps during and after the race. So I feel like at a race like this, it's always going to be fun to talk to the guys and see what their thoughts are and how other drivers are performing, how aggressive they are, all that good stuff. So yeah, like I said earlier, Felipe Puente taking the top of the board right now with about 1 minute and 40 seconds to go.
All right, sounds like they're just going to be getting started here.
All right, we have Kyle Beckering in the chat. Thank you, Kyle, for tuning in.
Yeah, I got to listen in the drivers' meeting here as as Hayes was going over some of the playoff standings and stuff like that, and I'm just really happy and excited to hear the amount of support that is behind this charity, the race tonight.
Right.
It's really awesome to see, and there's going to be some awesome charity paint schemes out here as well. So keep an eye on those. It's definitely going to be exciting to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we're going to feature here on the broadcast throughout the race, and something that's going to be really cool to see. It always puts a smile on your face when you see these drivers showing support for things like this. Whenever a driver in the league is, dealing with something rough, the other drivers, they're enemies on the racetrack, but off the racetrack, we're all a family. So we're gonna support each other in every way that we can, even if we're, you know, even if we're not friends at all on the racetrack. We're still gonna support each other off and in situations like this, even even when we're competing. So that's another thing that you really gotta have. That's something you see a lot in racing as well. Even if you're really competitive, you're still a family at the end of the day.
Yeah, nonetheless, that's a great point, Hayes. Is you know, a lot of these drivers actually we come together. A lot of us actually are really close beyond the racetrack,
Right.
and you know, for the whole league to come together and set aside maybe differences that some of us may have to put together such a great event is definitely exciting for the league, and you know, definitely up for a good cause. So, um, like I said, it's going to be a good race, playoff race, first playoff race, but everybody knows what we're actually here to do, and you know, I think that it was brought together perfectly. The admins have been working really hard setting this up, and I'm happy that it was able to come together like this.
Yeah, I can definitely second that. So we're gonna head to the starting grid here. Drivers are getting on the track, getting their trucks fired up. Now let's head to the starting grid here tonight for points race number 10, first race of the chase here at Talladega. So, Cole Williams takes the pole with a 56.116. John Gallagher will start in second. Connor Trafari will start third. Jacob Elder fourth. And Michael Kenner rounds out the top five. Parker White will start in sixth. Timmy Reed seventh. Eli Ennis will start in eighth. Brady Weileman ninth. And Ryan Beckering will round out the top 10.
Yeah, starting in P number 11, it looks like it's going to be the number 39 of Aiden Kirker. Starting in the 12th position, excuse me, my leaderboard's all messed up. Oh, there we go. Starting in the 12th position is Aaron Tribble. Starting 13th will be Mason Thompson. Josh Duke in 14th. Kyle Durbin rounding out the top 15. Riley Marabello in the 16th position. Mike Campeggio and Wes Weidman starting 17th and 18th. They're both playoff drivers. Richard Kirker in 19th, and Keela Belsha, another playoff driver, rounding out the top 20.
And in 21st, we have Michael Butler in the 20. And just to his outside in 22nd is another playoff driver starting from the back of the field, Tyler Kahn in 22nd. Kyle Camper will start in 23rd. He's going to have to make his way up to the front here in this race. 24th will be Jason Sanders. Starting at 25th, we have James Rader in the number 72. Starting 26th is Steve Durbin. 27th, another playoff driver starting from the back of the field, our good friend Daryl Arnold. Donald Andrews will start in 28th. Storm Patterson will start 29th. And another playoff driver who has chosen to start from the rear is Felipe Puente, starting in 30th.
Yeah, 31st, we got Kenny Heath in that 55 machine. Anthony Gangatano is our last playoff driver on the field, starting in the 32nd position. Eddie Sprill starting in the 33rd position, and JJ Hill in the number 19 starting 34th, and that'll round out your field as they're coming around. Take the green flag.
Alrighty, here comes the field. Cole Williams going to lead them, and there goes the pace truck pulling off onto pit road. Another thing that we always got to mention here at Talladega, it's not like Daytona. The start-finish line is not in the middle of the tri-oval. It is way down past, which can offer up some more passing opportunities on the last lap for the win. So another thing that we always have to watch for at Talladega. But nonetheless, coming to the green flag, the Epilepsy Awareness 175 here at Talladega is underway.
Cole Williams with a great jump on that start, but the outside lane is getting formed up a little bit better, it looks like, as the 95 of Parker White is giving a push to the 68 Jacob Elder there, but it looks like Parker White is going to clear out, or excuse me, Cole Williams is going to clear out, and he's going to bring Connor Trafari with him.
Heading down the back straightaway for the first time, we see Connor Trafari immediately going to the bottom. He's going to drop to the back of this pack right off the bat. He's saying, oh, actually, we have somebody loose here around in the middle of the pack. I'm not quite sure who that was, but right off the bat, we see some drivers being aggressive here as Connor Trafari, right off the bat, seeing red flags. He's going to the back of the field.
Yeah, we saw Connor Trafari jump out there, and that allowed the outside lane to get a great run. Cole Williams lost his help, that had to drag the 29 of Michael Kenner to the back bumper, but the outside lane was hooked up and formed up, and that brought the 95 of Parker White pushing the 68 of Jacob Elder, and they clear into the lead.
And that will complete lap number 1. I'd say a hectic first lap. Jacob Elder leads it as we begin lap 2. Parker White right behind him with Cole Williams in tow. And then on the outside we have the number 25 of Eli Innes leading that top lane with, I believe that's Ryan Becker, and that behind him trying to make it work.
Yep, Ryan Beckering up there in the top 6 in that 6th position, trying to give a push to the 25 of Elijah Innes there, as the inside lane is a little bit more formed up as Jacob Elder is bringing this field around, leading his first laps here at Talladega in the RTC Truck Series. And as I say that, the outside lane is getting a little bit of a run. They're going to be side by side for the lead as they come across the straight.
Yeah, that was a good run for Eli Innes, but it's going to get... Ooh, the run's going to slow down. Looked like Ryan Beckering kind of had to step out of line there, and that's going to slow the outside lane down considerably. That's what Elijah Innes wanted to see. Or, sorry, Jacob Elder. That's what Jacob Elder wanted to see. He's going to pull out with a little bit of a bigger lead over the outside lane as they're going 3 wide further back in the pack. Let's take a look at who some of these crazy guys are. I think one of them is, one of them might be Aiden. Yeah, one of them is Aiden. He's getting stuck there on the outside lane.
Yeah, I mean, that might have just been a choice by him to drop to the back, maybe get away a little bit from the chaos. But as you see, that outside lane is really kind of falling back. At this time last lap, they were side by side almost, as as we saw Ryan Beckering last lap jump out. That kind of slowed down the outside lane. But looks like now they're getting a little bit of momentum gained, and they look like they're going to get back side by side. We'll see, though. Both lanes look to be pretty organized right now as the trucks come off turn number 2. They're still going to be side by side for the lead.
Yeah, they should be able to get a good run here down the back straightaway. Actually, no, the inside seems to be running pretty strong. The inside seems to be a little more organized than the top lane is, and they're able to maintain their momentum both on the straightaways and in the corners. And
yeah, and you're gonna see that the inside lane is really dominant. At these super speedway tracks, a lot of people, it's the easiest line to drive, and a lot of people tend to use that to their advantage. Being in the outside lane, you have so much going on, and it can be difficult sometimes. So a lot of those drivers ultimately make their way to the bottom, and that's why a lot of plate tracks you see. Single file racing sometimes, but these guys are actually keeping it double file here, and looks like the outside lane is trying to give them a run for their money, but it just isn't working yet. Need a little bit more of a push.
Yeah, and it actually, some guys further back are jumping out, trying to take it 3 wide. Aaron Tribble is going to be the guy leading the top lane, and which really doesn't surprise me. He's always one of the guys that you see racing hard up here at these plate tracks, but that's not quite going to work for these guys. They're going to drop back down to that middle lane, but they went for it for a second. They're still trying.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Aaron Tribble jump out of line there, and he actually brought a good line of cars with him. The only problem is that they didn't really want to be up there by the wall. It's kind of hard to run that wall, especially 3 wide, and some of these guys just don't feel comfortable doing it, and they ended up resorting back to the middle lane, and that actually stalled out that outside lane. It looks like they lost about 2 to 3 truck lengths on the outside lane. And they're trying to make the 3 wide work, but I don't know. I just don't see it happening right now.
Yeah, they're definitely trying, but this is, it's aggressive racing, but it's also good racing that we're seeing here, which is definitely what you want to see. So far, they're doing a good job managing the 3 wide situation. As you can see, I believe that's Storm Patterson leading the outside lane at the moment, getting a good run with help from that's the 92 of Riley Marabello to come by the start-finish line to complete lap number 6. Jacob Elder still holding on to the lead, but that top lane is coming.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with the top lane and the middle lane. The fact that there's so little trucks in the middle lane, and yet these guys are able to hang on at least by the 3rd place truck there. But all 3 lines are pretty decently organized. It just the bottom lane's got more trucks. That's why they're able to keep it outside, but the outside lane gets a run off the corners, and you know, we'll just have to see here as it looks like they're going to jump down in the middle and get side by side with Jacob Elder.
Yep, they are. They were able to get by the middle lane. Actually, now here comes Aaron Tribble and Tyler Kahn. They're coming up on the top lane. Tyler Kahn leading. It looks like Tyler might have a little bit of front end damage. Front end does seem to be bent in a little bit, but doesn't seem to be affecting him. As now here comes Storm Patterson on the outside of Jacob Elder, trying to take that lead.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with the way this outside lane is working. You know, you see that there's only 2 trucks out there, but they're hanging on pretty well. Usually in that situation, you see a lot of trucks just drop. You know, they drop like a rock through the field, but no, these guys in the outside, I know they've had a little bit of help, but you know, they're still impressive to see. The middle lane and the inside lane are pretty organized, and you've only got 2 trucks, well now 3 trucks in the outside lane, and you know, they're hanging on pretty well. I'm impressed with the way that it's working, as it looks like Aaron Tribble is going to ditch Tyler Kahn here.
Yeah, all these guys are definitely doing a heck of a job, you know, holding their line and making sure that we can have some good racing, but not too aggressive to the points where we wreck. As now Storm Patterson edges out Jacob Elder there at the start-finish line to take the lead, and now he's going to ditch that high side and drop down to the bottom. That might cause him to check up just a little bit, but now Riley Marabello is leading the top.
Yep, and that was a great move by Storm Patterson to get to the bottom to try to block that lane. I don't know if these guys up front here are working as teammates or not, but you know, you saw Storm Patterson and Riley Marabello working together great to try to get up to the lead, and it looks like Riley Marabello is going to clear into the lead now, but I don't know if these guys are working together, but either way, they did an amazing job getting to the outside lane, getting up to the front, and getting that track position, as it now looks like Elijah Ennis is trying to go to the point.
Yeah, Riley did a good job there, clearing the bottom lane, moving to the inside, but it's not going to be enough. Elijah Ennis going to lead that time at the start-finish line to begin lap number 10 of 70. Now he's going to drop down to the bottom, and that's going to allow Tyler Kahn to get to the lead. Now, you got to wonder, I assume Tyler Kahn might do the same, and if he does, that will put Aaron Tribble in control of that top lane. Now we have somebody, I believe that's, yeah, that's Jacob Elder
Storm
there.
Patterson.
No, it's not Jacob Elder.
Storm Patterson.
Storm Patterson going to the back of the pack.
As Tyler Kahn clears
Yep.
down to the lead. This outside lane's really getting organized. They figured out how to work together, and now look at them go. They're getting an outside lane going, and it's really working out. You saw that 3 trucks were able to clear the inside lane, drop down, and they just kept doing that. And now that cycled out to Tyler Kahn, now leading out the pack here at Talladega.
Now you see the outside, Ryan Beckering, with help from Josh Duke. Who else? I'm trying to.
It's like Brady Wildman.
Brady Wildman and Mike Campeggio. They're all going to the top 3 wide. They're leaving Aaron Tribble in the sucker hole. And oh, now you see
25 of Elijah Ennis is
yeah.
dropping back to the pack.
Now this is going to allow the
That's
outside.
That's going to allow Ryan Beckering and Josh Duke clear out to the front. And they're going to bring Brady Wildman with them.
That really worked in their favor. They were all able to clear him for the lead, but now Mike Campeggio, unfortunately, was the last one there on the top, but he's all by himself now. He's going to fall to the back. But that was good for Ryan Beckering. He's going to take the lead here.
Yeah, Ryan Beckering out front here at Talladega now. Ryan, great job with help from Josh Duke and Brady Wildman. You know, it left Mike Campeggio out to dry, but, you know, I'm sure Mike, knowing Mike personally, he is excited to see people like Josh Duke and Ryan Beckering out front. A lot of us personally are really close, and I know that it'd be exciting to get one of us in the victory lane. And you know, it seems like the field's starting to get a little bit single filed out here. The outside lane is still, I mean, it's still there, but it's definitely shrinking, as the 68 looks like it got a little bit loose on the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say we had some problems here. A little further back in the pack, they got a little squirrely, but they going to be able to keep it going. As now Aaron Tribble got a good run there on the top. Now it's the majority right now on the top lane, and they should be able to take advantage of this. But no, they're actually looked like whoever that is that's pushing Aaron Tribble. I believe that's Daryl Arnold. Yes, it is. He's right there behind Aaron. giving them a push as they come up on the lapped car. That is, can't quite
John
see.
Gallagher looks like.
John Gallagher.
Now, one thing I do want to mention is that you do see Daryl Arnold, their second truck on that outside lane. He started in the very back of the pack.
Yeah, Daryl started 27th. Lap 13, he's already up inside the top 5.
Yeah, and that's what we mean. Qualifying, as much as it is exciting to start on the pole and start in the top 5, it ultimately doesn't matter as you see Daryl Arnold making a charge from the back of the pack in 13 laps, find himself driving around here in the top 5 and looking to try to battle for the lead here.
I'll tell you what, that can be fun to do though when you're able to drive from the back of the pack all the way to the front that quickly. That's a lot of fun. So you can imagine, you know,
and I'm sure that I'm sure for Daryl Arnold it's giving him a lot of excitement right now and a lot of I'm bet he feels really confident right now knowing that he just did that, and just in case he has to do it towards the end of the race, I'm sure he's keeping that in mind.
I think he might be able to get Aaron clear right here. Nope, not quite actually. Ryan Beckering and Josh Duke doing a good job working with each other. And actually Daryl's going to step out, go to the top, and fall a little bit to the back of this pack. We'll see if any of these guys back here decide to go with him and get that third lane formed again. Looks like a couple of guys are.
Yeah, I think what you saw there is Daryl Arnold was really pushing the 10 of Aaron Tribble, trying to get him clear to the lead. But the problem with that is that Daryl probably had his temps get a little hot, and he had to jump out of line there, which caused him to, fall to the back. But we saw him just drive up to the front 13 laps. Doesn't mean he can't do it again. And I'm sure that you'll see him up there eventually. We'll just have to see if this outside lane can get a run. Ryan Beckering doing a great job leading this pack right now.
Yeah, looks like we have a couple of fans here in the chat. We have Tammy Clark cheering on the 27. That is Eddie Sproul, I believe, that Tammy's cheering on. And we have Tracy Kirker cheering on Ryan Beckering. So we have some people watching, cheering for some of the drivers in this race tonight. Well, Ryan's leading the race right now. He's doing a good job of it. So we'll see what he can do throughout the rest of this race, these next 55 laps that we have here to go. But Aaron Tribble, with help from Brady Weileman, they were able to get a good run there through the trioval, and Aaron's going to get cleared to the lead now.
Yeah, and you know that as soon as that outside lane truck is going to get cleared, he's going to jump down, and that's exactly what you saw Aaron Tribble do. And now Brady Weileman looking to go to the point here on the back straightaway. Is he going to be able to do it? I think that he's going to, with help from Tyler Kahn. Brady Weileman clearing down into the lead in front of Aaron Tribble. He's going to bring Tyler Kahn with him.
Kahn kind of hesitated a little bit, but he was able to get clear as well. And now here's Aiden Kirker getting a push from Keelan Belsha. Keelan, one of the...
like Kirker, 3 trucks in that outside lane, and Kirker looking to try to go to the point here at Talladega. Is he going to be able to do it? Kirker clear out into the lead right now. He's trying to bring Keelan Belsha with him. Oh, we'll have to see here. I think Belsha's going to clear too, and he does. And they're going to drop into the bottom. They're going to bring Mason Thompson with them as well. What a great run by that outside lane to get Aiden Kirker, Keelan Belsha, and Mason Thompson down in front of Brady Weileman. Aiden Kirker leading his first laps here at Talladega.
Yep, and if you look there, you can see Keelan Belsha, one of the trucks supporting epilepsy awareness on his truck here tonight. And he's trying to get that thing to lead, see if that truck can lead some laps as well. And you can see Aiden also has the ribbon on his truck as well. So like we were saying earlier, a lot of these guys making special paint schemes to support this cause here tonight. And it is cool seeing them running strong here. You can see Tracy cheering on Aiden as well. I believe cheering on family, if I'm correct.
Trucks are coming down to start their green flag pit stop. So one thing I want to note about that number 18 Keelan Belsha truck is that he did something really special tonight. For Noah, who was Kyle Kemper's stepson, or soon-to-be stepson. He actually has the name of Noah on the door of that truck. He did that to, kind of give a little bit of a shout-out and, have Noah right on the door with him. And, I think that's really special, and I'm sure that Kyle Kemper really appreciates that. But it looks like a lot of these lead pack trucks are going to get ready to come down into pit road here. I wouldn't be surprised if you see most of this field pit this time and start their green flag pit stops.
Yeah, now we have father and son, Richard Kirker, another guy with one of those special paint schemes coming up here into the top 5. But now Aiden A lot of these leaders going to head to pit road now. Under green. Oh, actually, Keelan had to smoke the tires there heading into pit road. I'm not sure if he sped or not. We'll have to see. But yeah, we have Jacob Elder, Aiden Kirker, Mason Thompson, Keelan Belcher. A lot of these guys, a lot of leaders headed to pit road. Now Richard Kirker is going to take the lead. Connor Trafari right behind him. And we'll see when these guys pit here, how long they're able to stay out.
Yeah, they got the lap truck of John Gallagher in front of them, but Richard Kirker goes to the point here with help from Connor Trafari from behind. You will definitely see, I think the rest of these trucks will be coming down this time to make their green flag pit stops. And I think after this field of trucks come down, that'll end the green flag cycle, and things should get back here. And as you see, just as I speculated, here they come.
Ooh, Connor having to smoke the tires a little bit as well. These guys getting into pit road. They seem to do so fairly smoothly.
Yeah, and with that, these guys smoking the tires, they're just trying to get everything they can on the entry of pit road without trying to speed. It's kind of tough to, as looks like, I think I saw Richard Kirker get a little bit of contact on pit road with somebody, but what I was saying is a lot of these trucks try to get the most they can out of these pit stops when they come down, and and with the most time you can gain, the better. And it looks like these guys are coming out, but there's a little pack of trucks coming, and I think those are going to be your leaders.
See, I think that was, was that Kyle? Is that Kyle Durbin? Let's take a look here. Oh no, it was Kyle Camper. I think he spun on pit road. All right, let's go look at our replay here, because I'm pretty sure.
Looks like we got a wreck coming off pit road, and the caution's going to come out.
Oh, do we? All right, let's go back live in that case, and see if we can figure out what this was for. So the first caution of the race is out. I believe Eddie Spruill was one of the drivers involved. I think so. So let's go look at the replay here and see if we can figure out what happened to these guys. Oh, yep, I think. Oh, man. So, here on Eddie, and he's coming up here. Oh, and he hits part of the banking, comes back up, oh, hard into Wes Weidman. And Wes actually goes flipping. Oh, man, that's going to end both of their nights. Oh, my gosh, we got to go look at I'll tell you what, I wasn't expecting a flip this early on. Let's go look at a different point of view of that. See, here's Wes coming out of pit road, and he has nowhere to go when Eddie comes back up, and he just shoots up into the wall and goes flipping down the track. Luckily, all these drivers are able to miss the two of them. And yeah, I think it was just a situation of Eddie was, exiting at a bad point, got too much in the gas, and hit that little part of the banking going back up on the track, and it just upset his truck and shot it around.
Yeah, I mean, great job by a lot of the drivers there to avoid that wreck. As you saw, only two trucks got involved in that. Like I said, great job. That's definitely hard to do, especially when you have a truck flipping in front of you. Your first thing to do is react and right. Turn away from it. And usually when that happens, a lot of the time you see that's when people start getting collected from people reacting. But everybody kept it straight and was able to keep the trucks involved to a minimum. So that's good to see, and hopefully we can get back to racing here and see some good green flag racing.
Yep, so we're going to see these guys heading to pit road to top off their fuel, take some tires as well. And actually we see one guy staying out. That's Kyle Durbin, who is staying out to take the lead. Let's take a look here. You wanna get a word in with Kyle?
All right, Kyle Durbin. It's Dylan Hayes in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we see that you stayed out here. Wonder what's up with that pit strategy. What are you thinking here?
Oh, we just figured that out. That was a big mistake on my part. I want the extra gas.
Yeah, so, well, it's not too late to go down and get it.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out here and hope our window's short enough that I can get some gas again.
Yeah, man. So, you're a little over 20 laps into this thing. We've seen some crazy racing so far, but our first strike happens, with a pit road situation. So, what are your expectations going to be in these final just under 50 laps?
I gotta stay on the lead lap, stay in the draft, and it looks like Kyle just ran out of gas lap 20. So it looks like anything past 20 laps, your car won't make it.
All right, man. Well, Dylan, you got anything else you want to say?
No, just good luck to you, man, and hope that you find yourself up here at the end. Know that you can do it.
I'm about to slingshot Timmy to the win, boys.
There you go. All right.
All right,
Well,
man.
good luck to you guys, and have a good race.
See you guys.
Always fun getting to talk with Mr. Kyle Durbin. I believe.
Yeah,
this is
Kyle
gonna be-
Durbin's definitely a little different of a character, but nonetheless a great guy, and I know that he'd be one to celebrate if he won one of these things, and I think it'd be cool to see. So, good luck to him the rest of the way, and hopefully we can see him up here at the end.
Tell you what, I want to talk to a guy that we saw making some aggressive moves. He started 22nd, and he's currently in second here. Let's have a quick word with Tyler Kahn.
All right. See, I don't know if see where Tyler Kahn's at. Oh, I'm not really seeing Tyler Kahn, to be honest. I don't know if he's in
Alright,
a voice chat.
Alrighty. How about Mr. Keelan Belsha?
Talk to Keelan here.
On it.
All right, Keelan, it's Hayes and Dylan in the booth. You got us?
I got y'all.
All right. Well, we see that you're up here in the top 5. It looks like gave a great push to Aiden Kirker, bringing Mason Thompson along with you to clearing the lead there before green flag pit stops. Well, what you thinking so far, and how are you gonna get up there and put yourself in position at the end?
Well, it's just been crazy racing so far. I got pounded on lap number 1. Thought we were wrecking it. Somehow saved that car, and then just been trying to mind our P's and Q's, and we got up there right before pit stops, and that's what's got us in a position we're in right now. We just gotta stay where we're at, and maybe we'll have a shot at the win. That's really our goal, is to just maintain track position, because that's gonna mean a ton. Don't want to be in the back on a late race restart.
Yeah. So, how would you say the race has gone for you so far in these first about 20 laps? We saw you you started 20th, and you were able to make your way up there inside the top 5. So, throughout the rest of this race, you're just gonna try to stay at the back, or you're gonna try to stay up here at the front?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster for sure. I'm just gonna do what my team says. I'm gonna hopefully ride along with them. I don't know if I got to drop. I don't know what we're doing on this restart, but we're coming to the green this time, so I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck on the restart and throughout the rest of the race.
All right, thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yep. Good luck to you, Keelan. All right. And as he said, we're coming to the green flag here with Kyle Durbin leading the field of
So,
green. We'll see here.
Actually, not sure what's going on here. We saw Jason Sanders come up through
Looks like the
field.
running order might be a
Yeah,
little bit messed up here. I guess we'll have to
'cause
see.
It's scoring Jason in the lead, but he came flying up through the field and took it. I'm not really sure
Well,
what's
I guess
going
he's gonna
on.
be the.
So I think what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's pulling to the apron, so he can lead at the line. But I think what he's gonna do now is slow down and let the pack go, because I think there was some mistakes with the running order.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah. So it's actually gonna be Kyle Durbin that takes the lead now, with push from Keelan Belsha on the inside, but Tyler Kahn leading the top.
Yeah, and it looks like Keelan Belsha gave a pretty good shove to Kyle Durbin there, and Kyle Durbin now out front leading this pack with Tyler Kahn on the outside lane, trying to make it work.
Yeah, Tyler getting a good push there from Mason. Might be enough to clear Kyle on this straightaway. They were both able to get a good run there off of turn 4, and yes, this will get Tyler clear to the lead, and it might get Mason clear for second if they can get a good enough push from behind. Actually, no, it won't be enough to get Mason clear, but it will be enough to get Tyler clear. Oh, actually, no, it was enough to get Mason clear. So Tyler Kahn takes the lead now as they head onto the back straightaway. Now Aaron Tribble leading the top there, but Mason Thompson's still there behind Tyler Kahn, giving him a good show.
Yeah, and looks like you got Aaron Tribble with Brady Wildman on the outside and Aiden Kirker right behind. And look who's behind Aiden Kirker. We just saw drop to the back of the pack about 10 laps ago. Right back up here in the fight.
And
You never know here at Talladega.
Right, you said earlier, it doesn't matter how you start. And you can be up at the front very quickly. That's one thing that we're seeing here. You know, again, like with Tyler Kahn. Started 22nd, he's up here inside the top 5, not even halfway through this race. So that just goes to show it really does not matter where you start here. But now Aaron Tribble leading that bottom lane, Brady Wildman leading the top here with help from Aiden Kirker.
Yeah, I mean, I started to question at the beginning of the race whether which line was going to be dominant, the inside or the outside, and it looks like as they've gone, the inside has actually kind of fallen off a little bit. The outside lane is getting these huge runs, and I think a lot of drivers are going to try to be paying attention to that and trying to keep that for the end of the race in their back of their head so that, you know, if it comes down to it, they know that each of these lanes work. And, you know, we've seen 3 trucks been able to clear into the lead almost with no help. So we'll have to see. I mean, it's just about who can play the strategy right and who can manipulate the airflow and find themselves in contention at the end to put themselves in a good position to try to win. And, you know, ultimately, they're all setting themselves up for that, but you never know. I mean, we're 27 laps into a 70-lap race, and, you know, we've seen Darrell Arnold drive almost from the back of the pack to the front almost twice now in a matter of 27 laps. So, you know, right now they're just out here playing around, and, you know, when you get about 10 laps to go is when things start getting serious.
Right, so now you can see outside lane starting to, was actually Brady Wildman was able to move there to the bottom and lead that bottom lane. Now Aiden's going to take the lead of the top with some help from Darrell Arnold as well as Timmy Reed there. And now we got Aaron and Brady. Actually, Aaron backing off some there. Looks like they had to check up a little bit, but that's going to be a good opportunity for Aiden and Darrell to get a good run here on the back straightaway. And it's looking like Aiden, maybe both of them might get clear right here for the lead, but will they move down is the question. Yes, they will. So Aiden Kirker goes to the lead here at Talladega. Oh, we got somebody. Looked like somebody almost hit the wall back there. That might have been, I think that was Michael Kenner. That kind of got forced up the track a little bit, but he's going to keep it out of the wall and keep the truck going.
And as Brady Wildman jumps back to the top lane, trying to get something done here, but great work by Darrell Arnold to get Aiden Kirker clear into the lead, and great job by Aiden to you know, continue to pull Darrell along and bring him with him. And it's you know, it's really cool to see. We know that Darrell Arnold's really out here. He's been trying for a long time to get one of these things, and he's really putting himself in good positions today. So hopefully he can find himself here at the end.
Right, you know, we've all Darrell's been one of the guys that's been here, been in admin since the beginning. So you know, we've always, you know, we've all anticipated him taking that thing to victory lane for the first time. He did win, I believe it was one of the Daytona duels earlier this season, or at the beginning of this season. So he was able to do that. He's shown that he can win at these plate tracks. We'll see if he can potentially put it together, put the thing in victory lane for a points race for the first time here today. Lap 30 underway here at Talladega, getting close to halfway.
Yeah, and one thing like I just wanted to mention, like I just stated earlier, is that, you know, we saw, you know, not right now because Timmy Reed almost got to the outside of Brady Wildman there, which kind of slowed up the momentum. But we saw Timmy Reed actually right on the back bumper of Brady Wildman, and what that was doing was allowing them to kind of pull away from the guy that was behind them, and it was ultimately almost clearing them into the lead. And Parker White makes a really aggressive move to go from the third lane all the way down to the bottom and block Aiden Kirker's run on the bottom of the racetrack. I don't know how happy that'll make Aiden Kirker here, but
I'll tell you what, they went from 2 wide and fairly calm to 3 wide and crazy in a matter of seconds.
And now it's kind of dissipated again.
Yeah, I thought they were going to wreck there going through 3 and 4, but now we got guys trying to jump up to the top, taking it 3 wide. We got 40 laps remaining, coming up on halfway, and I guess these guys see that as the time to go.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are kind of getting really risky here, I think, in my opinion, as Aiden Kirker jumps to the outside. He got annoyed with that move by Parker White, and he's going to take the lead back. That's just crazy to see that these guys are working these lanes this hard, especially with that move Parker White made a couple of laps ago to dive from the 3rd lane all the way down to the bottom. That's a really risky move. All it takes is, you to not be clear by just a couple inches, and your race is over. You're turned down to the inside wall, and maybe taking some trucks with you. So, but it's really it's actually kind of crazy that Parker White was able to know that he was clear all the way down to the bottom and make that move.
Right, so now you can see top lane there. That is the number 63 of Storm Patterson, trying to get back up here and get to the lead. Aaron Tribble leading the middle, Aiden leading the bottom, getting a good push there from Parker White. These guys definitely being aggressive, but they're not wrecking, which is really all that matters. So coming around to begin lap 33 of 70 here at Talladega. Tyler Kahn still there trying to give a push to Aaron Tribble, trying to get a run here down the straightaway to get him clear.
Yeah, and I don't know if John Gallagher made it back on the lead lap. I don't think he did yet, so he's still 1 lap down, leading that 3rd lane on the outside. So, we don't got to worry about him coming up here trying to take the lead. I know that he's trying to come up here to get his lap back as well, though. So that is one battle to watch for. But, looks like Aaron Tribble and Tyler Connor trying to get a run on this outside lane and make something happen.
Yes, so now Aaron Tribble able to get to Aiden's outside, but see that inside is just it's very well organized, and it's very strong with the drivers that are there. So it's going to be tough for these guys on the outside to really try to get by them. So, but at the same time, these guys on the inside pretty much behind Aiden and Parker, they kind of, you got to wonder if they feel boxed in right now. They really don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, when you get stuck behind the leader there in the 3rd position, let's say, 2nd car on the inside, that can present a challenge to you, especially if you're racing door to door, for 10, 20 laps straight, because that inside lane doesn't have anywhere to go. The guys on the outside, they can jump up another lane if they really wanted to get away from some of the chaos. The guys on the inside, all they really have to do is, if they want to, make a move, it's drop into the apron and drop into the back, and then starting from the back again and trying to gather their way back up to the front. But that's why when you see a lot of the wrecks happen towards the end of the race, it's because somebody on the inside is trying to get aggressive, and they don't want to sit in the middle of the pack anymore, and that's when that's when you see chaos start. And I'm sure that eventually, while this race winds down to the end, it's going to get really hectic here.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. This time by will be the halfway point here. Now Mike Campeggio getting to the bottom, or getting to the middle, sorry, with help from Cole Williams trying to get up to Tyler Kahn and Aaron Tribble. Yeah, he's still there trying to get the top lane formed. They just don't have enough help to do it. That inside lane still holding strong. As you can see further back here in the pack, we do have Keelan Belcher here currently running 15th. He's just kind of hanging around the back of this pack right now, and then we have guys further behind him that do not want any part of this right now. And to be honest, I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw Keelan Belcher in the last restart leading these guys to the green flag, behind Kyle Durbin, pushing Kyle Durbin to the green flag, and now you see him back here in 15th, and you wonder, what the heck happened to him. And all it takes is make a couple of wrong bad moves and you drop. And I don't know if that's what happened to Keelan Belcher or not, but keep an eye on him, because I'm sure that eventually towards green flag pit stops, you'll see him start to make his way towards the front and try to gain some track position, so that when he comes off pit road, he has some good spots and can get up with a good pack. We saw a truck stop on the apron. I don't know
That
if
was Wes Weidman. Not actually. No. Not sure who that was actually.
looks like they disappeared anyways.
So that last time by was halfway. 36 laps complete this time. 34 to go. So starting to enter that later portion of the race. We're still going strong here with the good racing that we see. And I believe they're going to have to head to the pits here in maybe 7 laps-ish, if I had to guess. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
As I say that, we have a caution.
I guess you'll see them come down pit road during the
Yeah.
caution cycle.
James Rader might have been. No, maybe not. Really couldn't tell you. Oh, actually, Steve Durbin might have been one of the guys involved in this. Let's go to the replay and see if we can figure out what happened and what brought out this caution. I really don't know. I don't know if it was Steve Durbin. Let me look here and see what I can figure out. Because we saw that he was stopped there on the apron, so it might have been him. I really don't know. Yeah, I really couldn't tell you what brought out that yellow. Not quite able to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm
here,
looking
but
around as well.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing anything.
that was a little bit odd. But second caution of the race comes out, so these guys are going to take the opportunity to head to pit road and maybe get some fresh tires, get some fuel in their tanks. Aiden Kirker gonna lead them down here, and
Yeah, and I'm sure they're dying to get some fresh tires. You know, I don't know how many, especially people like Kyle Durbin, who we just talked about. Kyle was hoping that a caution came out so he could come down pit road, and it worked out in his favor.
yeah, it really did. So let's see if we can get somebody else up here. A lot of these guys just taking left sides. Let's get our leader up here, shall we?
All right, leader Aiden Kirker here. Let's see if we can find him. All right, Aiden, it's Dylan and Hayes in the booth. You got us?
I got you.
All right, well, we see that Parker White made an aggressive move to get down to the bottom, and you said nope and hopped up in the outside lane and took it back, and then that caution came out. How's the race been so far, and what are you predicting towards the end here?
I think we're going to do the impossible, and we're going to get even more crazier than this. I keep looking in my mirror, and I keep seeing 3 and 4 wide. I think that the fact that we've gone this long with just 2 yellows and them being just minor incidents is pretty crazy, because the racing has been pretty insane back in the pack. But we just want to keep this 39 up front and keep it out of the BS back there.
Yeah, man. So you've been able to hold on to the lead fairly well, but what are your plans? Exactly throughout the rest of the race? Because if we go green from here to the end, I believe y'all have to pit one more time. So is the plan just going to be stay up at the front, try to lead, and just see where it goes from there?
Yep, just try to keep the track position and get this Jack Johnson tribute truck to victory lane here at Talladega.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck on the. Well, yeah, can't talk. Sorry. Good luck in these final 30-ish laps.
Thank you, guys.
All right, good luck, Aiden. All right. And see Aiden Kirker there leading the field, and one thing I want to mention is Parker White there as well in that third position. as we just talked about, making that aggressive move back about 10 or 15 laps ago. And, Aiden Kirker said none of that, jumped to the outside and took the lead back. And, it's ultimately working out for him right now as he's putting this 39 truck up front on lap 39.
Yes, sir. 39 laps complete here, and I believe this will be 1 lap to green. Yes, it is. So we're going to restart with 30 laps to go, which is not very long. Even at Talladega, 30 laps is not long. It goes by pretty fast. So depending on how many cautions there are, that is. But only had 2 so far. We'll see if that number rises at all throughout the rest of this race. Right now, the top 10 is Aiden Kirker leading, Aaron Tribble second, Parker White third, Connor Trafari fourth, Daryl Arnold in fifth, Tyler Kahn sixth, Brady Weileman seventh, Mason Thompson eighth, Michael Kenner ninth, and Storm Patterson is in 10th. That is your top 10 as of right now as they head onto the back straightaway. And I definitely think Aiden is going to be able to hold on to the lead for parts of the rest of this race. But I tell you what, once we hit probably around 10 to go, we're going to see, I think like Aiden said, we're probably going to see more aggressive racing than what we've seen throughout this race so far.
Yeah, and one thing I want to note too is that it's lap 40 right now. These guys can go about 18 to 19 laps, maybe even stretch it to 20 laps on fuel. So you're definitely going to see, if this stays green at the end of the way, we might see some fuel mileage going on here. So we'll see. That might make it a little bit exciting here. We'll have to keep our eye on that as well, because these guys can go, I think, just under 20 laps, and it's going to be 40 laps to go. 30 laps to go. Never mind. I'm thinking 80 laps. So I guess they should be good to the end of fuel.
Yeah. So now it's just going to be kind of a guessing game here. See what happens in these final 30 laps here from the Talladega Superspeedway pace truck. Pulling off onto pit road, Aaron Tribble, Aiden Kirker making up the front row for this restart. Parker White behind Aiden, Connor Trafari behind Aaron as they head into the tri-oval. Gonna wait on the flagman to wave that green flag, and wait on him, and there it goes. It is waving. 30 laps remain.
Aiden Kirker's going to lead him across the line, but looks like Connor Trafari is giving a great push to Aaron Tribble here. I thought that inside lane was getting pretty unorganized, but looks like Tyler Kahn jumped down from the outside and was able to fill that hole and kind of make it a little bit more organized again. We'll see, though, as looks back further in the pack. Mason Thompson's trying to drive up to the back bumper of the 9. And the 95 is all over the back bumper of the 39 as they go down into turn number 3.
Connor Trafari trying to give a good push there to Aaron Tribble as they come off of turn 4. They do have a good run starting to set up here. We'll see if they're able to carry that throughout the entire straightaway. It will be good enough to get to the outside of Parker, but not quite going to be good enough to lead this lap. Parker is really doing a good job. Oh, we have 2 guys wrecking further back. One of them, I believe, is John Gallagher. That was a hard crash there, and I think who else was that involved? That was trying to figure out who that was. Let's go take a look at the replay and see how this happened. This was a hard crash. Alrighty, here they are in the tri-oval. So you can see there's John Gallagher in the blue and orange number 50. On the inside of the 117, that is Donald Andrews. See, they're going 3 wide here, and Andrews just, man, I really don't know. I mean, Gallagher was coming up. Andrews did come down a little bit as well. I mean, I thought he knew that Gallagher was there. You would think he did. Maybe he just expected himself to be clear at that point in time and just wasn't. And a hard crash here, so that's going to bring out our third caution of the night here on lap 43. And again, even if they pit now, they still will not be good to the end. Actually, Aaron Tribble was able to take the lead. He was able to get out ahead of Aiden Kirker when the caution came out, so that's going to benefit Aaron. He's going to get some laps led here, and we'll have the advantage on this restart. Tell you what, while we got him in the lead, let's go ahead and get him up here.
All right, we'll grab Aaron Tribble here if he's hiding somewhere. All right, Aaron Tribble, it's Dylan Hayes in the booth. You got us?
Hey, Aaron.
He might be having mic trouble.
Yeah, oh, actually, no, I remember now. I don't believe he has a mic. I forgot. Not sure what happened, but he does not have a mic at the moment. So, sorry about that, Aaron. Let's see if we can find somebody else here. Kenny Heath has stayed out to take the lead. Let's get a word in with Parker White.
All right, Parker White, it's Dylan Hayes in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, we saw you make an aggressive move there on Aiden Kirker to get all the way down to the bottom from the third lane, and now you find yourself in a decent position up front. What do you got to do to keep yourself up here and be in position at the end?
I think we just got to try to survive and keep the truck in one piece. It's been a pretty clean race overall from what I've seen up here at the front, and it's been pretty fun so far. So I think if we could just keep doing what I've been doing up here, and I've been working with a few people here, and we have a little pit strategy going on. And if we execute it well, and if this goes green the rest of the way, I think we're all going to have a pretty good shot at the win.
Yeah, man. So, we've haven't seen you in the lead much, but we have seen you, pushing a lot of guys, trying to stay up here, and you've been able to keep the truck clean because of that, it seems. So, at what point in the race, in these final 25 laps, would you consider, really starting to get aggressive?
For me personally, I would probably say around 5-ish to go. But I kind of look for when other people start to make moves, and say if I'm on the bottom and I see someone on the top that looks like I could go somewhere with them, I'll definitely go up there and try to work with them. And with how many people I'm in a call with here in the race, I think that'll be pretty possible here, especially when we get closer to the end, and hopefully we can get a lot of us up here up front.
Yeah, and one thing I want to ask you too is, you got a lot of guys around you that are really competitive, but do you think having a couple of your teammates by you, how key do you think that's going to be in, putting yourself up there at the end and going for the win?
That's definitely going to be very key because, like, all of us in a voice call together, just talking to each other, just communicating and just telling each other, like, where to go on the track. Like, say, like, I'm on the bottom pushing someone and I have someone behind me, I can tell them that I'm going to, like, go high or something, and they'll follow me, and then we'll be able to go to the lead. So it'll definitely be key, and I'll definitely be looking for my teammates here.
Well, we'll have to watch out for that.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck in these final 25 laps. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Yep, good luck, Parker.
All
right. That was Parker White, and looks like he's going to start in that outside lane, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, and Kenny Heath started 31st, stayed out there, and is going to take the lead here. First time we've seen Kenny Heath up here in this race. So going to get some laps under his belt. But yeah, this time by, just going to be 25 laps to go. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if these guys can get back to going under green flag conditions here.
Yep, coming around to take the green here. I'm really excited to see see what they can do. You know, especially with Kenny Heath leading this race, it's going to be exciting nonetheless. And you know, we'll see. Watch out for those guys like Aaron Tribble, Connor Trafari's up here as well, and Parker White and Aiden Kirk in the outside lane. Be aggressive here to try to get the lead back.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be one heck of a show here. I mean, there's really anybody in the field that is still on the lead lap, and even some guys that may not be on the lead lap can still win this race. I mean, you can see, let's try to look at some of these guys, like any of them, really. Any of the guys in this field. I mean, you can see there's, actually Kyle Durbin might be.
Kyle Durbin's a lap down, but what does that mean? We get another caution, he's right back in it. But people like Darrell Arnold, Cole Williams, Mike Campeggio, they're in the back there too.
Right.
Watch for them to come up to the front as Kenny Heath takes the green flag. Aaron Tribble on his back bumper, but it looks like Aiden Kirker's going to give a great push to Parker White. And they're checking up behind.
They're checking up hard at the back there. They're going to have to...
Great reaction by Cole Williams there to jump to the bottom.
Thought they were about to
made an aggressive move there.
They're going to keep it straight. Things really got squirrely there. Back up here at the front.
Looks like John Gallagher just checked up in the outside lane, and people had to dart different directions. And like we said, that's what can cause some of the cautions here. And we almost saw one, but you know, great move by a lot of those guys to jump to the apron and, you know, work their way back up on the track and keep it clean. It was great work.
Yeah, for sure. So now Connor Trafari giving a good push to Aaron Tribble. And it looks like it's going to get Aaron clear to the lead. And he will move down to the bottom and take the lead here. 24 laps remain.
Now we're going to watch Connor Trafari try to work the outside lane, try to get up to the lead. It'll be the first time he looks for the lead today as he comes out of turn number 2 with Tyler Kahn all over his back bumper. He's going to try to look for the lead down the back straightaway, but Aaron Tribble is going to keep the point with Parker White falling right behind.
Yeah, so Aaron going to be able to really hold on to that lead. Well, on the bottom, he's got a good pusher right behind him. So if I were him, I'd be feeling comfortable right now. And Connor Trafari and guys behind him on that top lane are going to be falling back a little bit, but it doesn't usually take long to get things sorted out here and get that lane back going again if you have guys that want to jump up and do it with you. So come up on that truck here that is, I believe, Eddie Sproul. Actually, it might be Anthony Gantitano. Yeah,
yep, Anthony Gantitano there, and the number 77. He's actually going to check out Brady Wildman there. Brady getting stuck behind him, and look what that did to the field. That completely almost disintegrated that outside lane, at least up to where they were side by side with the second place truck there. But now they've got some work to do if they're going to get back up there side by side with the lead, because Anthony Gangitano definitely did not help the situation there. But you know, only so much he could do there. You know, you got a pack of trucks coming at you at 5 to 10 miles per hour quicker. There's only so much you can do as Aiden Kirker jumps to the outside lane in front of Connor Trafari, barely gets clear there, and he's going to work to the lead.
Yep, and that, like I said, literally a lap ago, the outside was falling back with just a few trucks there, and now look at it now. It's looking more organized than the inside. So now Aiden Kirker should be able to get clear back to the lead if he can get a good enough push here from Connor Trafari on the backstretch. Tyler Kahn trying to not push the pusher too hard, but trying to get good enough momentum to get Aiden clear to the lead, and I think they're going to be able to do that. Yep, Aiden's going to move down.
Yeah, I think Aiden was trying to bring Connor with him, but you know, there's only so much you can do going down into the corner. Once you go down to the corner, you kind of lose all the momentum, so you want to jump to that bottom as fast as you can, and that's what you see Aiden Kirker doing. But now Connor Trafari is looking to go to the point here with Tyler Kahn on his back bumper. The outside lane has now once again reformed, and Connor Trafari to the point at Talladega.
And yep, Connor got a good run there. He's going to move down to the inside. Look at Josh Duke coming back up here into the mix right behind Tyler Kahn, trying to see if he can get him clear and then maybe get himself out front to get a lap later too, as they come to 20 to go this time by. And you can see some of these guys guys like Parker White and them on the inside start to fall back with these guys that are dropping down. So they're going to be boxed in for now, but we'll see if they can get it sorted out as these laps start to wind down.
Yeah, now we got Josh Duke back up in the mix. We haven't really talked about Josh Duke much, as Aiden Kirker's going to jump to the outside of Connor Trafari. He's going to have some help from Tyler Kahn there in the 33, pushing him. But as I mentioned, Josh Duke, we haven't talked about him much. He's been really quiet today, but, you know, here when it matters, towards the end of the race, getting down to the closing laps, and he's in the top 5.
Just want to say, when you said he's being really quiet today, no pun intended on that. He's one of the quiet guys in the league, but he's definitely been quiet in this race as well. So I guess it kind of matches him. So, but now he's starting to speak up now as Tyler Kahn gonna get pushed by Josh and potentially get to the lead here from the top lane.
Yeah, what a great kid that Josh Duke is here, and you know, it's really good to see him up here. It's you know, this is things like what the league needs is to, you know, see some of these young kids up here battling it out with, you know, some of the older guys in the league like Tyler Kahn. I'm not saying Tyler Kahn's not too old, but you know, he's definitely you know, compared to Josh Duke, you know, Josh Duke being you know, in his early teens, and Tyler Kahn being upwards 20s. You know, you get a great group of diversity here with the age gap, and you know, it's great to see that these guys are up here. And like I said, great kid that Josh Duke is, and you know, it's good to see him up here battling. And you know, they're having a great battle here, almost 3 wide for third. Well, not for third, but for the third truck. It's getting intense. They know it's getting down to crunch time.
We saw him up there at the front early on in the race. He kind of fell back, but he is back up here inside the top 10, and that is Ryan Beckering there in the middle lane, coming back up here with some help from Michael Kenner. He's trying to move back up through the field. 18 laps remain. He's back up here in the mix.
Yeah, and
oh, contact there, Keelan. Oh man, Keelan Belsha, as well as Mike Campeggio, both. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is not a good situation here. You can see Keelan and Mike both stuck in the wall. They're gonna have to reset there. Let's go to the replay and take a look at how this happened. Alright, let's see if we can get it pulled up for you guys. So, you can see there, Kenner's moving down to the bottom. Anthony Gingitano moves up.
He just gets into the side of the 18.
Gets into Keelan, forcing Keelan into Mike. Oh my gosh, and they both just get stuck in the wall. That's one of the glitches in iRacing. It'll just, you know, bring your truck and just hold you against the wall. And that's going to end both Mike and Keelan tonight. Really unfortunate for both of these guys. We saw Keelan up there earlier in the race, and yeah, I think it's going to be over for him now. Not at all what you want to see, but it's what Talladega brings, unfortunately. So
yeah, I'm guessing these guys have a fast repair. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they do, and you know, we'll see. I mean, it's coming down to 15 laps to go. It's been done before, but they're gonna have their work cut out for them if they plan on trying to get back up to the front and try to win this race.
Right, and I mean, you know, even if I'm pretty sure they do have fast repairs, but even if that's the case, they both had to reset, so they're gonna have to tow to pit road, which will cause them to go a lap down, maybe even 2 laps down. So that's going to make things really hard on them to try to get back up there. And like you said, it's been done before, but it's definitely going to be a challenging task. But we'll see if they can accomplish that here. Is Aiden Kirker still your leader, and I believe we will restart with 14 laps to go when we go back green. But we'll just have to see here and see what they do here as far as tires go. Aiden's going to take right sides, but he will get past as they come off of pit road. So it looks like Connor Trafari will be your new leader. Let's see if we can get a word in with Connor.
Alright, let's try to find Connor here. Alright, Connor Trafari, it's Dylan and Hazen's booth. You got us?
Yes, I do.
Alright, well, it's getting down to crunch time, and you find yourself in the lead here with about 15 laps to go, man. What's going through your head?
I just stay up front. If I just can't get shuffled back, because if I do, it'll be a little too late to get back up front. So I just gotta stay up here and just try to hold off my top spot.
Yeah, I mean, we see some aggressive guys around you, and, you know, I do see a couple of your teammates up here as well. How important is that going to be to have them there? And, you know, what do you got to do to try to keep off these guys who are pretty aggressive?
Teammates are really very important because you can kind of lean back on them in these closing laps and know that they'll push you to the end. And really just stay up front because that can kind of get you away from all the aggressive drivers. And if there is a big wreck and you're the leader, you can pretty much get away with no scratches.
Yeah, man. So we've seen you've been up there inside the top 10 a good bit throughout the race, and you've been able to stay out of the trouble that has been caused here. But it's gonna be a pretty aggressive race. But what would you say is gonna need to be done here to get the win? And at what point would you say would you really start to be aggressive in this late portion of the race?
I think I'll probably need to start blocking some of the runs. If the outside line does get a huge run, I might need to block it and then just try and maintain the lines. But I think that'll be one of my late race tactics if I have to use it.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck in these final 14 laps.
Thank you.
Yep, good luck to you, Connor. All right, now it's Connor Trafari there, and I mentioned at the beginning of the race, Connor Trafari ends up finding himself up here, and look where he's at. He's always putting on a show at these plate tracks, and here he finds himself with about 15 to go, inside top 5 with the lead, with some pretty aggressive guys behind him.
Tell you what, something we just want to keep our eye on Kyle Camper there. He's currently running in 16th, so he's around mid-pack right now. But we haven't seen him up here much throughout the race. But it's not about where you are at lap 1, lap 40, or lap even with 2 to go. It matters where you are at the finish, and we're just gonna have to hope that maybe luck falls his way. We'll just have to see what happens here in these final 14 laps, but I definitely wouldn't count him out just yet.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out too is his paint scheme. He's running an Epilepsy paint scheme as well, and I think that it's a really cool paint scheme. A lot of these guys out here are running paint schemes, like our second place runner Josh Duke's running one. Mentioned Kyle Camper is back there running one as well. A couple other guys. Keelan Belch is in here running one as well. Just a bunch of different guys who are running these, and shout out to them for going the extra mile. A lot of them donated it and then spent time making paint schemes for a one-off race like this. So really awesome to see.
Yeah, it is definitely a very cool thing to see here. So coming back to the green flag this time by. And the virtual pace truck will head down pit road, and the field will come through the tri-oval. Just 14 laps remain here at the Talladega Super Speedway, and there goes the field. Connor Trafari, Josh Duke make up the front row, and
Tyler Kahn and Aaron Tribble with them, and it looks like Connor Trafari is gonna see the green flag here. He's going to have Tyler Kahn right behind pushing him.
So 14 laps remain. Oh, and actually got a little bit squirrely there. Tyler Kahn had to gather his truck up, and that's good for Josh Duke and Aaron Tribble. They're able to get the advantage there on the top, and that might be enough to get Josh clear for the lead for the first time today. Yes, it is. So Josh Duke is going to take the lead here at Talladega, and he's going to move down to the bottom lane in front of Connor Trafari, and immediately some guys up there on the top trying to get that third lane working again.
Yeah, we saw Tyler Kahn fall back there, get a little squirrely, and that allowed a great run for Josh Duke, who we just talked about being the quiet kid, but showing up here in the closing laps at Talladega. Great run by him, but Connor Trafari is going to look back at the outside.
There goes Trafari, and Aaron Tribble right there pushing him. And Trafari will take the lead back. Josh does, you know Josh wants to get a lap led though, so he's going to try to get back up there, but Tribble and Trafari are both going to move down and stop that from happening, at least for now. But Josh has the opportunity to move to the top, and it doesn't look like, oh man, they're getting really packed in. A lot of the guys going back to the bottom. Now Tyler Kahn moves back to the top. Josh Duke not going to take this opportunity. He's going to stay on the bottom.
Yeah, one thing I want to mention there too is that you can see how quickly things happen. Josh Duke had the lead coming off turn number 4. It looked like he was going to keep it. Last second, Connor Trafari jumps up in the tri-oval, brings Aaron Tribble with him, and Josh Duke falls back to third. So it just shows you how quickly things happen here at Talladega, and that's going to be key to winning this race. You're going to have to watch for moves like that at the end.
Yeah, for sure. So now we see, there goes
Aaron Tribble jumps to the outside.
Aaron Tribble moving up. He's wanting to get that lead back right now. So Tyler Kahn is going to have to push him there, with Mason Thompson coming back up into the mix as well.
Yeah, Mason Thompson's one we haven't talked about all day either. We saw him, with Josh Duke and with with Aiden Kirker earlier. But that's all we really got to talk to him about. Now he's up here in the top 5 with 11 laps to go, and he's looking pretty solid.
Yep. So now Mason's going to push Tyler Kahn. Aaron Tribble moved back to the bottom. Now there goes Connor Trafari jumping out. Josh Duke going to go to the inside. Now he's going to be the one pushing Aaron Tribble. 11 laps to go. Connor Trafari takes the lead back. Now Ryan Beckering there, further back in the pack, is going to take him 3 wide on the outside. He's got somebody there a couple of car lengths back trying to get up to him and help him out.
Yeah, and we heard Connor Trafari talk about in his interview that he just needs to control the lanes and try to be here and stay in the lead, and that's what you see him doing, controlling the lanes, doing what he needs to do, and now he's trying to battle for the lead and trying to take that lead back.
Now there goes Mason to the top lane. He is going to lead it now, and you know that he and Ryan trust each other. They are also good friends. We're all good friends, and so they definitely have a trust with each other. They know what to do, and now you can see the 63 as well. 63 of. Make sure that is Storm Patterson. He did jump up.
Yeah, and you saw him think about jumping up for a minute. There he goes again. He jumps back up to the outside. But one thing I want to mention too is that you saw Mason Thompson drop back to the 31 of Ryan Beckering. I don't know if that was some teamwork strategy or not, but you saw that happen, and definitely when we talk about teammates, that's what you're going to see right there.
Now look at Kyle Camper. He hasn't been up front here much this race, but he is up inside the top 10 now, moving up through the middle lane, helping these guys out. He is now up here into the mix, coming to 9 laps to go, so he's going to try to make things work there on the middle lane. You can tell he is racing hard right now.
Yeah, I mean 3 wide with the third truck. They're 3 by 3, from the third truck on back, and it's just crazy to see this great a racing. As we were talking about that, Connor Trafari was able to clear into the lead, but looks like you have Tyler Kahn doing everything he can, being pushed by Darrell Arnold. Try to get up here. Storm Patterson's going to jump back down to the bottom, then back up to the top. He can't figure out which lane he wants to be in here.
So he's going to move to the middle. Oh, Tyler Kahn gets into Mason Thompson, and Thompson hooks him back into the wall. Kahn goes around. Big crash there further back in the pack, and they're going to come back up, and they're going to continue wrecking. But that was all below the line. They all spun below the line, and that's actually, and now it brings out the caution. All right, let's, oh man. Let's go to the replay here and figure out how this happened. So you can see here. Let's get it pulled up. So you can see here on the back stretch, see Camper's there in the middle, and Mason's leading the third lane. And Camper moves up the track, gets into Mason, puts him up into the wall. I'm not sure if Camper got hooked a little bit or what, but he got up into Mason. Mason's still trying to correct it, so he comes back down the track and hooks Camper, and then that just sets off a chain of events. A lot of the guys trying to miss it, and they get into each other, and Camper spins down the racetrack. And let's see, Michael Kenner goes for a spin. Keelan Belsha got a piece of that. Looks like 68 of Jacob Elder involved as well. Definitely a big crash, taking out a lot of trucks here, but I believe a lot of these guys should still have their faster pairs. So they should be able to get the trucks fixed, and I don't think they'll go a lap down or anything. Let's go take a look at another view of that crash. Let's take a look at the view kind of from the stands here, so we can see the entire thing. Yeah, I think it was really just when the 63 came back down the track that kind of upset Camper's car, and he kind of, or truck I should say, and he kind of moved up the track, got into Mason, and Mason just, he was trying to correct it. There was really nothing he could do, and they get into each other, and I think that's going to be it. Kyle Camper having to really nurse that thing back to pit road.
Yeah, unfortunate turn of events for Kyle Camper there, having a really great run, and I'm sure that bringing home a good finish would have made him feel pretty great, and it sucks to see something like that end, but it's not over. We've seen it done before. It can happen again.
Yeah, for sure.
He's still sitting. Let's see, I got him sitting in 26th, so he's got some work to do. He's gonna definitely have his work cut out for him, but it's not impossible.
Right. Oh, he's actually blown his engine, but if he can get to his pit box and use that faster pair, he should be able to get out in time. Yep, there he goes. He used the faster pair, so he should stay on the lead lap. And if he can get out here quickly, then he should be okay and stay on the lead lap. And even with probably going to be 5 to go from his position, it's still not impossible. So, yeah, we're at that portion of the race where really anything's going to go. I mean, these drivers are really going to be making extremely aggressive moves. Let's get Josh up here in the booth, shall we?
Alright, let's see if we can get Josh. Alright, Josh, it's Dylan Hayes in the booth. You got us?
I got you.
Alright, well, you're putting yourself in pretty good position to be here at the end. I know that it's been a up and down race for you, but what you got to do here to try to win this race?
I'll be starting behind Tribble, so I just gotta try to get Tribble ahead of Connor. Hopefully also get ahead of Connor, and then try to make a move up high, and then try to take the lead from there.
Yeah, well, you got some of the most aggressive super speedway racers in front of you. I know that you got your work cut out for you. With as aggressive as they are, do you expect them to put it on a whole different level, or what are you gonna do to get by them here? I know that it's gonna be quite the challenge.
I expect the next 5 laps to be super aggressive. We'll probably go 3 wide, so it's just going to be holding your line and hoping that you can get through everything if anything happens.
Alright, man, I think you pretty much answered the questions that I was going to ask, so really I think we'll leave it at that, man. Good luck in these final 5 laps. We'll see if you can get it done here.
Alright, thank you.
Alrighty. That was Josh Duke driving the number 32 machine. Going to be restarting in 4th here with 5 laps to go. And let's take a look at where Kyle Camper will be restarting. He will be restarting in 23rd, so pretty far back, but I mean really anything can happen in 5 laps at Talladega, so can't count any of these guys back here out of the race just yet.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this finish. I think it's going to be pretty good. You got two of the most aggressive super speedway racers, in my opinion, starting 1 and 2, and you've got some of the most quietest guys in the league starting 3rd and 4th. It's really crazy to see, and and then you've got Darrell Arnold and Brady Wildman starting in 5th and 6th position.
It's one thing you like to see, at these play tracks. You can see some guys who you don't normally see at the front running at the front, and it's always a fun sight to see. So, question is, will this be the final restart, or will we get another caution? It's gonna be kind of a coin flip. We'll see what happens here in these final 5 laps here at Talladega. But here they come to the green flag. And the green flag waves, 5 laps to go.
This is what everybody waits for, the final laps, especially here at Talladega. The most exciting, as the inside lane looks really unorganized.
A little bit of contact there.
Everybody's getting squirrely. You're going to see a lot of trucks getting squirrely here. There's going to be a lot of guys trying to get aggressive here. I'm surprised we don't see another
somebody
caution
gets hooked there at the back. We got a big crash here further back in the field. Eddie Sproul, I believe Mike Campeggio was one of them. They're going to keep it straight, though, and that will not be a caution.
And look at this. Josh Duke, help from Aiden Kirk on the outside. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to get back up in the lead, and another caution comes out.
All right, so Aaron Tribble will be the leader. Let's go back. Like I said, I believe Mike Campeggio was one of the guys involved in that crash. So let's go take a look at what happened. Caution comes out once again here. I believe it was just really caused by, actually no, it was ahead of Mike. John Gallagher was one of the guys involved. I think it was just the guys at the back just being really aggressive, trying to get things sorted out to get up there at the front, and they just get into each other. So they're already 3 wide here. Gallagher, is there on the inside. Kenner's in the middle. And then you can see, not sure. I think Kenner might have hooked. Oh yeah, he hooks the 20. That turns the 20 into the 50. And let's see, did Kyle Camper get a piece of this? Because this was right ahead of him. Oh yeah. Yeah, Camper definitely ran into the back one. That's definitely going to give him some front end damage, which I think that might be it for Camper, unfortunately. And then Eddie Sproul gets hit as well, comes down the track, hard into the inside wall. Just taking a few more trucks out of this race, and Kyle Camper, I believe, that's, with how sensitive these trucks are, I think that's going to be it for Kyle Camper, unfortunately.
Yeah, and unfortunate for him. I know that, I think he would have, I think all of us would have liked if, he would have got a good finish here. But, I think it's almost a win for someone like him to even be up here and be competitive to where the point where he was at. And, I'm sure that he was having a blast with it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's all that matters here. And, we got some good trucks up there, and we're going to have a pretty good finish nonetheless here. So I'm excited for it, and hopefully we can see one of those Epilepsy awareness trucks get in victory lane. It'd be really cool to see.
I think it's time we get a talk in with the guy he's going to have a shot up here to get that elusive first win, Darrell Arnold, restarting 4th. Let's get a word in with him.
You think we should give him the commentator's curse?
That's a good point. Alright, who do you think?
Let's see here. Let's see who we got.
Who should
How about we bring in one of our new guys in Storm Patterson? He's up here running in the top 5. All right, Storm Patterson, it's Dylan and Hayes in the booth. You got us?
Oh, yeah. I got you.
All right. Well, you're running up here. You've been kind of up and down all day and throughout the field, but you find yourself right around the top 5 area, coming down to the end of this thing. What you got to do to try to get up here and put yourself in victory lane?
Well, we were debating going below double yellow, but that wouldn't be very good. But yeah, we've been up and down. That was mainly by choice. We've just been having fun. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think what I'm doing, I'm hoping top's gonna get backed up and we can jump up there because I don't know. This like I said, we can't really drop below the yellow line. So we'll see how it pans out. Hopefully, we'll park in victory lane.
Yeah, man, for sure. So like we we're saying, we've seen you run up at the front. We've seen you further back in the field throughout the race. But really, what do you think is going to need to be done here from the 5th position to get this win in 2 laps?
Well, I mean, honestly, pushing to a point where we can jump up to the outside because there's not really much we can do on the bottom to pass. So, like I said, just have to hope the top backs up so we can jump up or whatever happens. But I can assure you we're gonna go for it. We're gonna do everything we can.
All right, man. That's what I like to hear. So thank you for your time, man, and good luck on this restart.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right. Now it's
Alrighty.
Storm Patterson. He's going to be starting in the 5th position. Definitely has a good shot here to try to win this thing. That's for sure.
And I tell you what, I'm gonna feel bad if he ends up getting wrecked because we chose him over Daryl, who was our first choice. If he wrecks, he's gonna watch back on the broadcast and be mad at us. But we'll just see what happens here. Talladega, like we've said a bunch of times, can bring anything. Any of these guys up here in the top 10, even top 15, can win this race. It's just all a matter of who it is. So we'll see what happens.
Well, it looks like we're going to have our first attempt at a green-white checkered finish here.
And I believe there are 3 attempts. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there are 3 attempts.
There is 2 attempts, actually.
2 attempts,
so,
okay.
with a green-white checkered finish, if you don't know out there, green-white checkered finish, pretty much all it means is that you have to make it back to the white flag without a caution. Anything after that, anything that happens after that, if the whole field wrecks, it does not matter. Whoever crosses the line first, after the white flag lap, coming to the checkered, is declared the winner. So, if that means they cross the line at 40 miles per hour because the whole field wrecked, well, then so be it. We saw that in the practice race the other night. So we'll just have to see here. Hopefully it's an exciting finish, and hopefully they can keep the trucks together. I'd love to see all the trucks finish in one piece.
Yeah, so would I. And like you were saying, that's how iRacing is. In real life, if they make it to the white flag, the race is official. But if there is a big enough crash at the front of the pack, they will most likely throw the caution. But here on iRacing, it's the entire field can crash on the last lap, and they would still stay green and they would race it back to the line. So if they make it to that white flag, it's going to be official, and really whatever happens, happens. So here they come around to the green flag. They got to go 1 lap for the race to be official. Will they make it, or will we get another caution here? It's going to be very interesting to find out. Like we were saying, any of the guys up here inside the top 10, top 15 have a shot to win. It's just a matter of who it is. Here they come through the tri-oval. 6 cautions. Will we make it more? See what happens here. 2 laps remain here at Talladega. 2 laps to decide the winner here. And here they come to the green flag.
Right.
Green flag goes back in the air. They are getting let loose. A good jump on the restart for Connor Trafari.
Connor Trafari is able to clear out into the lead. Great jump by him, and that leaves Daryl Arnold in the outside lane to be pushed from Josh Duke.
And Josh Duke here in position to really give Daryl a good push and get him out front. Is he going to be able to do it? We got guys further back here that are going to jump to that top lane and try to get it moving. But Aaron is pushing the heck out of Connor Trafari right now, trying to keep him clear. We'll see if he's able to do it. Daryl Arnold trying to get a push here. Aiden Kirker's right behind Josh. 2 teammates trying to push the league admin to the lead here. Are they going to be able to do it as they come to the white flag? They got a good run here off of turn 4.
Yep, coming back to the white flag. It's going to be 1 lap remaining here at Talladega Super Speedway. Who's going to come back to the checkers in first? Daryl Arnold side by side with Connor Trafari for the lead.
Arnold got a good run there. He was able to get a great push from Josh Duke. Josh still right on his bumper here. as they're going to exit turn 2. Look for them to get a good run here down the back straightaway for the final time. They're going to see a lot of guys going 3 wide. Aiden Kirker gets turned into the wall. Big crash. Now we got multiple guys here fighting for it up front. Now it's just left with Josh Duke right here behind Daryl Arnold.
Coming into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Aaron Tribble all over the back bumper of the 9.
And don't leave the guys on the outside out just yet. Aaron Tribble's going to try to make something happen here. Coming off of turn 4, he's going to go up and block Khan. Now Trafari's going to block him. They're moving right back down to the bottom. Oh, and Tyler Khan gets turned. It's side by side. Aaron Tribble or Connor Trafari, they make contact. Oh, and the 92. Oh my goodness.
Riley Marabello wins it.
Coming out of nowhere to steal the win. 3 wide on the bottom to take the win here at Talladega. Connor Trafari is going to get second, and Brady Weileman will finish in third. Where did Riley come from?
He went below the apron, so I don't know here.
Yeah,
I don't know how they. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how RTC decides this, but
I mean,
I guess we're gonna have to see. That was an exciting finish, though.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what their rule is as far as that goes. I'm not sure if it's allowed on the last lap, really. I don't think it is. So Connor might be the winner. We're just gonna have to wait and hear from the admins. But as far as we know right now, it's Riley. We're just gonna have to find out here. Let me see if we can get some news from the admins.
I'm listening to the admin right now. They just said they're gonna review it, so we'll have to see here.
So it's not official just yet. So y'all stick around. It's not over yet. The finish is currently under review. Let's go look at the replay while we have the opportunity, and really see if we can judge it ourselves. So while the admins are reviewing the finish, let's go back and take a look here. That was definitely a crazy finish. I think that's for sure. So here they are in the tri-oval. See, there's Riley in the yellow number 92. Right there in third, getting a good run. You can see Aaron and Connor make contact, which decreases their speed a little bit more. And Riley already has a good run going. And
yeah, I mean, he definitely went below, but to the point where it's almost looks like I don't know. I mean, it looks like it was started off good, but it looks like Connor started to come down, and I could almost see. I can almost understand if the admin, this is a difficult call for sure. I mean, you've got a truck who is coming down the track. Connor probably saw that last second, probably went down to block. He definitely went back down the track and definitely closed up the lane a little bit. But, Riley also did not have all the room in the world either. So we'll see. I mean, that's going to be a tough call to make for sure.
Right. So you can see, I mean, that was almost a 4 or 5 wide finish. So you can see, a little bit of netcode there with Aaron and Connor. And Riley already has a good run. And Riley immediately shoots the inside, which, I mean, honestly, I would have done the same thing. I mean, on the last lap, you're not letting off. That's just going to be natural reaction when the guys are really slow in front of you. But nonetheless, Riley still did go below the line. I don't know, man. I mean, that's going to be a tough call to make, like you said. But that's going to be left up to the admins. But while we're looking at this, I mean, look at that. Let's take a look at it from this view. I mean, that's wild right there. That's half a truck length was the difference between the two. So we're still waiting to hear back from the admins on whether it was official or not. See, there's Connor and Riley sitting on the front stretch. So
and I'm just getting news now that Connor Trafari is actually the winner.
All right.
Marabella has been DQ'd. So Connor Trafari is your real winner here at Talladega.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the call I would have made. Because nonetheless, Riley did, advance his position by going below the line. So it is official, folks. Connor Trafari is your winner here tonight from the Talladega Superspeedway. And I assume that means that Brady Weileman
so he will be dropped down to the lead, the last car on the lead lap.
Right.
And that in turns mean that your top 3 is Connor Trafari with the win, Brady Weileman finishing in second spot, and Aaron Tribble is going to round out the top 3. So we'll bring in our third place finisher here right now. Aaron Tribble driver of the number 10, bringing it home in third place.
Well, actually, we won't
Aaron,
be
you got
able
a copy.
to. I don't think we're.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I'm on my
never
phone.
mind.
I can hear you and I can speak now.
All right.
All
Well, man, what a finish there. You brought it home third with Marabella going down below the yellow line and ultimately being disqualified there. You were there at the end, sitting second for a while, but ultimately at the end of the race, you had to, try to make a move and just came up a little bit short in the third spot.
Yeah, it happens. I think Connor would have won it either way there out of 4, but we just barely made contact, and it actually looks like netcode from what I was looking at. So it happens.
Yeah, man. So throughout the race, we saw you running consistently inside the top 5, top 10, and you do a good job bringing home a podium finish here tonight. But now next week we head to the second chase race of the season, 100 laps at Texas. So what are your plans going to be heading into that race at the 1.5 miles?
Go win it. That's about the only thing. I know I'm really far behind, especially on chase points before the start of this. So I know that my only option at this point is just try and win every race from here out and hope everything happens, in good fortune for me.
Yeah, man.
Well, nonetheless, you had a great run today. Third place spot with that, and bringing home a lot of points. I know that a lot of the top runners kind of didn't finish up towards the front, so I know that'll probably bring you back up the list there. But is there anybody that you want to shout out to thank for this win?
I would like to thank obviously my parents and my grandparents and anybody else who obviously supports me, and then you guys for putting on this show. It's pretty fun to watch. I can tell I give the link to my parents and everybody just about every night, every time I race. So, yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time and congrats on the podium finish here tonight, man. We'll see you. Actually, we won't be broadcasting next week, but we will in 2 weeks' time at Charlotte. So we'll see you then, man.
We'll see you at Charlotte.
All right, that
was your third place finisher and Aaron Tribble. Now we're going to bring in your second place finisher and Brady Wildman. And Brady, you got a copy?
Yep, I do.
All right. Well, you brought it home in second. I saw you made a really good move there at the end to try to go from the bottom to the middle lane and try to put yourself in position maybe to get a little bit of extra momentum, try to steal that win. Ultimately came up a little bit short in the second spot with Riley getting DQ'd. But what else did you need there to just to get the win?
I don't think there's really anything else I could have done. I got put in a bad spot with that wreck. I went all the way low just to make sure I didn't get caught up in it, and I lost the pack a little bit. But it was such a good finish. 5 wide, I'm pretty sure for the finish, but 4 wide, not counting Riley since he got DQ'd, which kind of sucks. But I don't think there's anything else I could have really done there to try to get that win.
Yeah, man. So sorry. We saw you. We said the same to Aaron. We saw both of you, running up there consistently in the top 10 throughout the race. But now, we're going to be heading to I guess you could say a little bit more of a tricky racetrack and a smaller racetrack, Texas, next week. So, what are your plans going to be heading into Texas?
I'm not really sure because I don't think I've ever done trucks with the new Texas before, so that'll be a challenge for us. And hope to bring home another top 10. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about that because I don't think I've ever ran that with the car.
All right, man. So finally, do you have any shout outs or thank yous you want to give?
I wanted to thank RTC for putting on this league. It's such an amazing league, especially with the race we've done tonight for very good cause. I'm happy we did that. We had a pretty good race for that too, so I'm happy about that. Thanks to Circle B Diecast, Next Level Racing, Talladega, and Snowman Studios, and my parents for watching.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and we will won't be broadcasting next week, but we'll see you in 2 weeks at Charlotte, man. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, that was Brady Weileman coming home in second here tonight. And now it is time to talk to your race winner. If we can
we'll bring him in.
Get him up here.
All right. Connor Trafari is Dylan and Hayes in the booth. You got us?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, I don't know where Riley came from, but had to dive below the yellow line to try to steal it from you. And, he gets DQ'd, and you are declared the winner. So, talk us through that last lap. What was going through your head? And then, ultimately what you had to do to get it done.
It was definitely crazy. I knew having Daryl behind me on the outside and Josh, both my teammates, that was definitely going to help a lot. And I knew Aaron would help me there on the inside. He's been helping me this entire race, and I knew he would stay with me for a while there. And then just coming out of 4, it was really just crazy. Aaron went high, and then I saw Tyler go low, and I blocked him. And then I think I would have won eventually there, but then I saw Riley kind of dive it on the inside, and I didn't know if I forced him down or not, but it seems like I didn't, and I eventually won the race.
Yeah, man. So it's definitely a deserving win in my book, and you got that's 2 Talladega wins for you now, because I believe you won the Cup race at Talladega, didn't you?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
I thought so. So 2 Talladega wins for you seems to be a good run that you've been having so far at this racetrack. But now we're heading to Texas next week. So what are your plans going to be to try to keep this momentum up?
Well, I will not be racing Texas because I will not be home for that race, but it should be an exciting race. I'll be watching.
Okay, cool. So yeah, man. Finally, do you have any thank yous or shouts you want to give for this win tonight?
I would like to thank all of DI9, Daryl, Kyle, Mike, Les. I'd like to thank Aaron, Jason, and Eli, all my teammates. I would like to thank you guys for putting on a broadcast, and I would like to thank my sponsor, Lot 9, for sponsoring all my cars.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time. Congratulations on this win here tonight, and we'll see you in the next race. Yeah, sorry, I can't talk. We'll see you in the next race, man. Have a good night.
Okay. Yep, good night.
Alrighty,
Alright.
that was Connor Trafari, your race winner here tonight from the Talladega Super Speedway. So finally, let's take a quick run through the race results here tonight. If I can get them pulled up here on the screen. There we go. I'm finally getting them pulled up. Actually, never mind. I'm having the same issue that I had previously. Let's see if we can try that again. There we go. So, still shows Riley at the top of the board, but Connor Trafari brings home the win here tonight. Brady Weileman will come home in second, Aaron Tribble third, Daryl Arnold in fourth, and Josh Duke will round out the top 5. Michael Kenner will finish 6th, Jason Sanders 7th, Ryan Beckering 8th, Timmy Reed 9th, and Cole Williams will round out the top 10.
Kyle Camper, after being involved in
Oh,
multiple
yeah.
incidents, is going to bring home in 11th. Kyle Durbin, the Kyle Show, is going to bring home in 12th. Michael Butler is going to bring home 13th. Storm Patterson is going to bring home in 14th. Parker White rounding out the top 15. Aiden Kirker, involved in that last lap incident, is going to bring home in 16th. Jacob Elder 17th. Mason Thompson 18th. Tyler Kahn in 19th. James Rader bringing home in the 20th position.
And in 21st, we have Keelan Belsha involved in that crazy wreck with Mike Campeggio. Then we have Kenny Heath in 22nd. Wes Weidman will bring home 23rd. Eli Innes 24th. And Felipe Ponce will round out the top 25. Then we have Mike Campeggio in 26th. John Gallagher in 27th. And in 28th, we have Richard Kirker. Rounding out the top 30 is Anthony Gangitano.
Eddie Sprill is going to bring home in 31st. Steve Duran is going to bring home in, Anthony Gangitano is going to bring it home in, one more time. Eddie Sprill is going to bring home 30th. Steve Durbin is going to bring home in 31st. And then Donald Pop Andrews is going to bring home in 32nd. JJ Hill, I don't know if he was actually racing. He's going to round out the top 33. And then Riley Marabella, I'm not 100% sure on where he finishes. I don't know if they put him last or if he finishes last on the lead lap. But either way, he's either going to finish in the 22nd position or he's going to finish 34th. So we'll just have to see here. Not 100% sure on how that works, but nonetheless, a great showing by these guys. Very little incidents. I know that we had a decent amount of cautions, but that's what you get here at Talladega.
Right, I think this race definitely had really all you look for in a Talladega race. I mean, we saw some great 2 wide, 3 wide aggressive racing, and then we saw some big wrecks, but not too many to the point where it's just an absolute garbage fest. So I think this was a really good showing by the drivers here tonight, and a definitely a great race for a great cause. And like we said at the beginning of the race, the league has raised over $500 for epilepsy awareness. So those of you in the chat, you will see up at the top of the chat a link to the epilepsy awareness page where you can donate. You can donate really any amount. I mean, it can be $1, and it would mean the world to us if you just took the time to donate. So if you could do that, that would be much appreciated. You'll be donating to a great cause that we are trying to raise awareness for here. So with that, we would like to thank you all for choosing High Speed Racing Network as your form of sim racing entertainment here tonight. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are getting pretty close to 100 subscribers. That is a big milestone we are looking to hit here very soon. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning into the live stream. I am Hayes Booth with my broadcasting partner Dylan Hervatin. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and we will see you all in the next race.